Rock place value song because I think it does a very good job of showing you how the numbers move through the place values. And I just wanted to kind of show that to you again on here. So all the way over here, like if I have a number like 18, right? It has, oh, sorry, trying to get this lined up on the camera. It has 1 in the tens place and 1 in the ones place, right? And then if I keep moving, like if I have 218, sorry, that's a bad looking 2. That is not my best work. There we go. That's a little better. 218, I have a 2 in the hundreds place, a 1 in the tens place, an 8. Yes, a 1 in the tens place and 8 in the ones place. Then, if I keep going, I'm in the thousands place. So if I put another 1 here, 1,000, 200s, 110, and 8 ones. Okay? When I get to 10 hundreds, I would move it over to the thousands place, right? And it now becomes 1,000. Okay, just like when we were working with our little blocks or our straws, and we get 10 blocks, it becomes a tens thing and it moves on over. Okay, or if we do 10 straws, we bundle it together and it moves into the tens place value. Okay, and then when we get 10, remember when we got 10 of our straw groups, then we bundled that together and it became a 100 and it moves into the hundreds place value. And if we got 10 bundles of 100, we would bundle that together and it would become 1,000 and it would move into the thousands place value. So we are talking today about place values and continuing our discussion from yesterday where we would count up to benchmark numbers and then keep counting from there. All right. Let's get excited. Place value. Woo! We are pumped. We are pumped about place value. If you guys have your work so you can do this along with me, and I think you would enjoy it more if you're doing the work too and not just watching me do the work. If you have your whiteboards and your whiteboard markers or your papers is fine, paper and pencil is fine. If you have that the back of that 10 frame and your dry erase marker, you can do it on there, however you want. That way you get to do it too and you're not just watching me do it because that's no fun, right? It's not as fun if you don't get to do it also. All right. So we're going to start with going from 90 to 300. And we're thinking about those bundles and, the bundles of tens or just the ones or hundreds. How are we going to move to that next number? What's my first move? What's going to be the best way to get me to a benchmark number that I can count higher from? Sophia, why don't you take that off your head? I think it's going to be a lot easier to work with if it's on your lap or if you've got a table or something that you can write on. But a lap works pretty well to write on. But your head, you can't write on your head. That doesn't work. I can't write up there. All right. Who is ready to tell me what we're going to count from? Oh, I see hands. That makes me so happy. I see first or second grade brains working. I can't believe you guys are second graders already. Oh, man. Oh, no. Zahedi's frozen, so I can't see. But Troy, what are we going to start with?
One so that because we can get bigger.
Ooh, but remember, if we start from ones, I'm going to have to count for a long time. And I think because there's a 0 at the end of this number, there's probably something I could do that's bigger than a 1. Jaya? Ooh, Rudy, I love that you're ready to answer too.
We could use tens.
Very good. Kiss your brain if you guys were saying that we should use tens. If that was your idea that we should use tens first, that was an excellent idea. We've got our 90 that we're starting with, which is 9 groups of 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's our number that we're starting with. And we're going to go by tens first. Less 10. Wait, 90 plus 10 would bring us to what? What would that bring us to? 90 plus 10. We're counting by tens. Tahiti?
100.
Excellent. Kiss your brains and pat yourself on the back if that's what you were thinking. It's taking to us 100. I saw lots of active brains. I love that. So we added a group of 10 to make that 100. So all of these are really now a big bundle of 100, right? Now, what do we count by from 100? What are we going to count by from 100? Remember, our goal is to get to 300, and we're going to count by the biggest unit possible. Rudy?
Hundreds.
Ooh, thumbs up if that's what you guys were going to say. Rudy's brain is working. Thank you, Rudy. We are going to count by 100s to get us to 300. Excellent. So what comes next? We go 100 and then... Can I see you guys say it? Just say it. Just keep your mics muted, but say it. Oh, and I see fingers up. 200. Very good. 200. So we added another bundle there. So now we've got 200s. And then we're going to keep going just as Rudy told us. Rudy's brain is working. Thank you, Rudy. We are going to add another 100. We're going to keep going. So we go 100, 200. Mouth it to the camera so I can see. Oh, I see Zahedi's brain working. I see Rudy's brain working. I see lots of brains. Excellent. There we go, Samuel. You only had 2 up for the longest time. We're not going to go from 2 to 2. We're going to go from 200 to 300. Amy, is your brain working? Are you showing me? 300. Amy, are you having a rough day? Do you have your stuff with you? That's okay if you can't have it. Just do it along with us, okay? Show me that you're doing it along with us by being an active learner. It's okay if you couldn't find your stuff. Just do your best to stay along with us and be an active learner, okay? All right, look at that. We went from 90 to 300. First, we counted by 10 to get to a benchmark number, which is 100. Then we got to count by 100s, 200, 300. Very good. I see lots of minds working. Got my math minds going. Very good. All right. Once you have that, you can show the camera. I saw Zuhadi's. Troy, I can't quite see that. Can you put it up a little closer? You're a little blurry. Okay, there we go. Very good. Very nice. Okay, Valerie. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, all those math minds. Samuel, did you have, were you able to do it along with us? You got it? All right. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Jaya. Sophia, do you have it ready?
Erase it now.
You may erase it if you have a dry erase board. If you're on paper, please don't erase. Don't worry about that. Just move on to the next space. Okay, 100 to 361. We're going to start at 100s. I'm going to show my little hundreds block right there. Amy, what do you think we should count next? Count first. What should we count by?
Ones.
So if I count by ones, I think that'll, it'll make it harder because then I can't buy larger numbers first, because on this one I have 0, 0, right? I'm on a whole number right there with the hundreds and the zeros at the end. And so I think there's something that you could think of that we could count by that would make our it's a bigger number to get to the bigger number first. Sometimes we want to start with those small numbers to get us up to a bigger number, to where we can count by the biggest numbers. And other times we're going to count by the biggest numbers first and then the smaller numbers. It all really depends on what our number ends with. And because this one ends with a 0, we're going to do a bigger one. So Amy, what do you think? What's the biggest one we could do?
100s.
Ooh, kiss your brain. Second graders, thumbs up if that's what you guys were thinking. I saw lots of hands up. I saw lots of active learners. Valerie, hon, I think you're frozen. Thank you for being active learners. We're going to add 100. 100 plus 100 is 200. Very good. And we're going to, are we there yet? Are we to our hundreds place number? Oh, I see head shaking. No, we're not. So we're going to keep going. We're going to do another 100. And now we're at 300. Okay, now what are we going to do? Because I can't keep counting by hundreds or I'd be at 400 and that's too big. So what am I going to do next? Jaya? Ooh, Zahedi, thank you for showing
Count
me.
by tens.
Count by tens. Very good. I knew Jaya knew that. I knew Zahedi knew that because she showed me. Excellent. We're going to count by tens. 300 plus 10 is 310. I'm going to do just a little bundle for that. 310 plus 10 is 320. It's just like when we're counting by tens in the lower numbers. 10, 20, 30. Except for now we're putting the hundreds in front of it. 310, 320. 10 more. 330. And then I didn't start it off too big, so I'm going to go over here. Let's see, 330. 10 more. 340. Valerie, if you need to exit out of the meeting and come back in because you're frozen, you can do that, okay?
I did it.
Oh, very good, Troy. Thank you. 340 plus 10, 350. 350 plus 10, 360. Oh, we're almost there. Now I can't keep counting by tens because that would put me at 370 and that's too big. So what am I going to do? Ooh, I see lots of fingers in the air showing me how, Valerie, you're moving again. Valerie, can you show me a finger? What are we going to count by now? Are we going to keep counting by tens? We're going to count by ones. We're going to count by ones. Amy, did you know that?
We just need 1 to get 361. Because right now we're at 360. And to get to 361 is add just 1 in the ones.
All right. Troy, I love your explanation. I would like sometimes for you to wait so that other brains can think there. But I love that that was a very good explanation. That's exactly what we need to do. We only need to count 1 because we were almost there. We just need to count 1 to get to 361. This is kind of what yours should look like. Maybe yours might look a little bit nicer than mine. Mine got a little bit messy, but that's okay. Sometimes learning is messy. Oh, thank you, Samuel, for showing me your work. Thank you, Troy, for showing me your work. Thank you, Suhaidi, for showing me your work. Sometimes, Suhaidi, you might want to put, like mine, so that you're not getting tricked by how many you're adding. You don't forget the little plus 10 or plus 1 or plus 100 at the top. And some of you guys might also want to think about that. It just helps. It helps my brain anyway. It helps my brain stay on track a little bit more when I remember how many I'm adding there, okay? So that's just a little bonus tip. You might want to consider adding that so it helps your brain stay on track a little bit more. Okay, Amy, how's yours looking? Or were you just doing it along with us in your head, just following? Oh, thank you. Can't always see everything, but I can see a little bit. I can see there's some work on there. Thank you, those of you who are following along and working with us. Let's do another quick one. Erase your whiteboard if you have a whiteboard. If you're working on paper, just keep working on paper. Don't erase it, okay? Just move to the next section. Okay, we're going to go from 300 to 428. I'm going to let you guys write that down real quick and then think, where are we going to start from counting first? Where are we going to start from counting first? Valerie?
Hundreds.
Oh, Valerie, kiss your brain. If you guys were all thinking what Valerie was thinking, kiss your brains, pat your backs. You guys are working hard. We're going to start at 300, and Valerie is totally right. I'm going to draw quick 300 bundles to remind myself that those are 3 in the hundreds place. I'm going to count by, I'm going to add 100 to get me to 400. Can I keep counting by hundreds? If you're shaking your head, no, you're right. We can't keep counting by hundreds because that would take me to 400, 500, and that's too big. So what do I count by next? Who Sophia is showing me on her hand. Sophia, what is that number? Can you tell me?
10.
Tens, very good. If you guys were thinking tens, you are correct. We're going to do 400 plus 10, and now we have 410. 410 plus 10, we have 420. Oh, can I keep counting by tens? No, because I'd end up at 430, which is too big. What do I have to count by now? Do I see Sophia showing me on her fingers? I see Zuhaidi showing me on her fingers. See Jaya, Troy, Samuel, Rudy. Amy, was that a finger I saw waving around up there? If you're saying 1, you are correct. If you said we need to count by ones, 421 by ones. Oops, I'm adding extra things. I'm going to move over here because I'm running out of room. 421. Add 1 more. I'm now at 422. Add 1 more. 423. Add 1 more. 424. Add 1 more. 425. 1 more. Whew, I'm getting tired, but I'm going to keep counting. 426. I'm going to go back over here because I ran out of room again. 426. Add 1 more to get to 427. Add 1 more to get to 428. So if we counted 100, 2 tens, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones to get to from 300 to 428. All right, thank you guys for working along with me. I like to see those brains working and hear you guys thinking about what you're doing for math. I love to see you guys working. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a pat on the back for all your hard work today. Kiss your brains. You all had lots of things to see, to share, and I saw a lot of you guys
Are we done?
working very, very hard. Oh, very nice, Sahedi. Great. Great work. Great work. Thank you, guys. You may erase your whiteboards if you're working on a whiteboard. Don't worry about your papers if you're working with paper. And you guys have a wonderful lunch. Goodbye.
Miss,
Yes.
can I tell
Hi.
Can I tell Amy something?
Yes, you may totally say something to Amy.
Amy, when you're missing something, you can just use like something else, to like do it and follow along, like with paper or anything else.
Bye.
That's what my father told me.
Bye.
Hi, Sophia. Hi, Amy. Do you have anything fun to tell her?
Bye, Miss Kennison.
Bye, Sophia.
Bye, Valerie.
Bye, Miss Kennison.